Here it is, the Glock 42. Now everybody out there in internet land is saying that this is a terrible mistake that Glock has made, doing a great disservice and injustice to the gun market and all of us folks who like guns. Well, I'm going to beg to disagree there. I think Glock is doing exactly what Glock should be doing with this gun. If you think about it, if they were to release this in 9mm, it's going to sell like hotcakes, right? And then later on, if they were to release it in 380, then that gun would not sell at all. So what they're doing is they're releasing the 380 first. It's going to sell like hotcakes, and then they're going to later on this year or next year release the 9mm, and it's going to sell like hotcakes. So they're going to sell more guns. And, you know, Glock is not the only company that's doing this. They've learned a lesson from Ruger. Ruger released the LC9, and it sold like hotcakes, and then a little bit later they released the LC380, and that gun did not sell at all. So there you go. They're learning from Ruger's mistakes. And if you look at the XDS, Springfield's offering in 9mm, they did exactly the same thing that Glock is doing. Everybody was asking for a 9mm single stacked, and what did they give us with the XDS? A 45 caliber. Now nobody wanted that gun. Then it came out and everybody complained and they wished it was in 9mm, and then later on it was released in 9mm, and now everybody loves that gun. So what did Springfield do? They sold more guns by releasing the 45 caliber first. They released the one that's less desirable first in order to sell more guns. It's a brilliant marketing scheme, and that's what Glock is up to. So in terms of this gun, the 42, I really think I'm going to like this gun. I haven't gotten my hands on it yet. But it is the single stack 9mm that everybody wants. That's exactly the right size for a 9mm. It's exactly what I want. It's going to be perfect. Will I buy it in 380? Probably not. But that said, it's probably a pretty sweet shooter. The recoil will be less, and the 380 round is not too shabby. Masad Ayub famously said that the 380 is either barely adequate or barely inadequate. And I bet you there's a whole bunch of folks out there who've been shot by 380 who would beg to argue the differences between whether it's inadequate or adequate. So I sure wouldn't want to get shot by one. I think dogging the 380 is a little bit kind of unfair to the cartridge. It's a 100-year-old cartridge. I think the cartridge is pretty cool. This is exact same size almost as a Walter PPK, and I think that's pretty cool. If this gun had come out in 1980, man, wow, it would have just like revolutionized the gun market. But it comes out in 2014. Everybody hates it. Don't understand why. That's just my 2 cents. I think it's going to be a really cool gun. This gun will sell like hotcakes. And then again, when the 9mm finally comes out, it's going to sell like hotcakes too. More money in the pocket of Glock, and you can't blame them for that. I'm just glad that they finally are doing this. So I appreciate it, Glock. Do what you got to do. I'm not going to hate you for it. Adios.